Stanford. Fiesta, fiesta. First BCS bid for the Cowboys. Stanford in the BCS Bowl for the second straight year. Final college game for Cardinal quarterback Andrew Luck. Tiger Woods there to check it out. Honorary captain for Stanford in the Fiesta Bowl. First quarter, Stanford ball, Luck play action to Ty Montgomery. 53-yard touchdown. Montgomery, 7 catches, 120 yards. Stanford on the board first. It's 7-0. Second quarter, Oklahoma State down 14-0 now. Justin Blackman trying to get his teammates fired up. Whedon to Blackman, 43-yard touchdown, and that'll do more than anything he could have said. Oklahoma State trailing 14-7. Ensuing kickoff, Stanford back to receive. Montgomery tries to run it out. His teammate Jeremy Stewart pushes him back before he can cross the goal line. Take another look at it. Stewart putting a hit on his own teammate to keep him from running out the kick. Stanford would eventually punt it away, but they dodged the bullet there with some heads up from the guy up front. Ensuing Oklahoma State drive, Whedon to Blackman. Sheds a defender, takes it 67 yards for the touchdown. And Oklahoma State ties it at 14 apiece. Whedon 29 of 42, 399 yards with a whole lot of help on yards after the catch from Blackman. Later in the second, it's 21-14, facing 4th and 5. Mike Gundy goes for it. And who else you're going to go to but Blackman? 23 yards there, inside the 10. And then Whedon with the keeper in for the touchdown. Oklahoma State 15 yards on 13 carries in this game, but they tie the game at 21. Third quarter, 21 apiece, 3rd and 5. Luck to Zach Ertz. 16 yards of the touchdown. Stanford up 28-21. Fourth quarter, Oklahoma State down 31-24. Whedon back to Blackman. Big game for the Cowboys, biggest really in program history, and Blackman stood tall. Third touchdown of the game. Oklahoma State ties it at 31. Ensuing Stanford drive on 3rd and 14. Luck able to evade the pressure. 27 out of 31 for him, just 4 incompletions. Threw for 399 yards, 347 yards in the game, rather, pair of touchdowns. And then Stephen Taylor punches it in. He had 177 yards on his 35 carries. Stanford up 38-31, but there's still 3 minutes and change, and Oklahoma State driving. 4th and 4, they decided to go for it. You had to know they were going to Blackman, but it worked anyway. 8 catches, 186 yards for him, first down. Later in the drive, Joseph Randall finishing the job. Oklahoma State ties it at 38. But still, minute and change for Stanford. Luck pressured, but finds Stewart. Takes it 25 yards into Oklahoma State territory. So Stanford in field goal range at that point, but not exactly a chip shot. Jordan Williamson out for the game winner. 35-yard attempt. Stanford had been almost automatic in terms of getting points in the red zone. Not this time. Just the second time in 72 red zone opportunities that they come up empty, and Williamson just pulled it. And so they go to overtime. In overtime, Williamson attempting another field goal, this time from 43 yards out. Snap is low, but he gets it up, and he pulls it once again. Tough night for that young man. Holder got it down, but the laces were facing in. Don't know if that affected the kick or not, but Whedon will take it. Oklahoma State with a chance to end it. Whedon to Colton Shelf. Looks like he might have gotten there. Everybody thought he got there from the Oklahoma State side. He's got the helmet off. Celebration has begun, but wait a minute. His knee is down before the ball crosses the goal line, so it's not quite over yet. So Oklahoma State, you would think with a bad mojo for kickers, they might try to punch it in. But Quinn Sharp for the game winner. And the Cowboys are ready to party. Oklahoma State wins it. No luck for the likely #1 pick in April's NFL draft.
Not happy, that's for sure. Disappointment, definitely. But it's tough to lose. It really is, especially in a game like that, and I guess in fashion like that. But life moves on.
And as we move ahead to the next step in your career, what would you think if the Colts selected you?
I'll be happy wherever I land. Be it pick 1 through 270, whatever. I just want a chance to play, professional football. It's been a dream, and so, whatever situation I end up in, I'm sure I'll be for the best.
And, you just got to stay positive, put the pass in the pass, and, you got to finish the game. It's 4 quarters of play, and that's what we did.
Are you ready to make an announcement?
I think I am. I think I'm going to go ahead and enter the draft and, see what happens after that.
Discussing the upcoming Iowa caucuses before getting down to their business. It's the Rose Bowl presented by Vizio, billed by some as the matchup of the last two losers of this game. TCU beat Wisconsin last year. Ohio State outlasted Oregon the year before. The Ducks with the shiny reflective helmets, but it wasn't the helmets that blinded Wisconsin on the final play of the first quarter. It was the speed of DeAnthony Thomas. See ya! From L.A., and it looks like he's running home to dinner. That kid is electric. 91 yards, Rose Bowl record, game tied at 14 after the first. Highest scoring first quarter in Rose Bowl history. Let's go second quarter, tied at 21. Darren Thomas hit by Mike Taylor, loses the football. Luis Nzegwo recovers. He scores. Wisconsin up 28-21. And Chip Kelly, what are you doing? Closing seconds, first half, third and goal. Ducks, Thomas, Lavoisier, Tuanay, touchdown. Rose Bowl record 56 combined points in the first half. Let's go third quarter. Wisconsin now down. Do it, Duck. Do it, Duck. Do it, Duck. Wisconsin down 7. Monty Ball. I mean, this kid is something else. Tough. Yeah. Wow. Tied Barry Sanders' season touchdown record earlier. He may jump to the pros. Practicing the jumping part right there over John Boyette. Wisconsin gets a field goal out of that drive, 35-31. Wisconsin again driving in the third. Russell Wilson, end zone, Nick Toon. Wilson sets the NCAA record for single-season pass. Hey, who's that right there? Get into the game! Who's that right there watching? Badgers up 38-31. Now 38-35. Talked about the passing efficiency. Kiko Alonso, another LA product, says efficient that. Wilson's pass picked off. All right, let's go fourth quarter. Great atmosphere here. I was at the game. Obviously, just saw that. Really? Mutual respect among both the fan base there. Thomas, after a Wilson pick, Tuanay touchdown. The Ducks take the lead. Just over 4 minutes to go. Badgers down 7. Wilson's going to find a wide open Jared Bruderis. Bruderis had a great game, but he drops the ball there. Michael Clay pounces on it. Terrence Mitchell punched it out. It stays in bounds. Clay dives on it. And Coach Kelly, excited about it, and I guarantee you right there he pulled a muscle. There go your tickets. 9 seconds left. Wilson's got a final chance. To tune at the Oregon 25, and all the Oregon fans are biting the nails right there. They're looking at a touchdown and an overtime, or Coach might go for 2, Coach Bielema, and Wisconsin would have the game. Okay, officials set the ball, and then Wilson spikes it. Doesn't go end zone, but the clock hits zeros. The teams combined for 11 touchdowns. Badgers want a chance to make it 12, but you saw the officials started the clock. The spike, the game is over. Wilson can't believe it. A Rose Bowl record 83 points as Oregon wins 45-38. The Webfoots get it done, and Coach Kelly healing some old wounds up in the great Northwest.
None of us were around 95 years ago, and we never talked about it. We didn't talk about last year's game against Auburn or being here 2 years ago. We just talked about I've said this before, we're a forward-thinking operation, and we're always looking ahead.
Kind of tired of tears of sadness. Want to come out here and experience tears of joy at some point. So I've been out here twice and leave 2 games that are incredible football games. My guess is if you don't care who won the game, it was probably a pretty fun football game to watch.
Well, the Michael James didn't make the highlight, but he makes the highlight reel. 159 yards of 1 touchdown, and what a great career he's had if he does. For a game-tying field goal attempt, and Rachaad White says, no, you don't. Got a big hand in the air, and Michigan State ends a 5-game bowl losing streak. You can see the big man got up there to knock it down. And just about every game was dramatic for Michigan State. Ends on a high note, though, 33-30, the final. Case Keenum in Houston just missed out on the BCS Bowl bid, losing the Conference USA title game. They took on Penn State in the Ticket City Bowl in Dallas. Penn State in its first bowl game without Joe Paterno as head coach since the 1962 Gator Bowl. Case Keenum and company playing for the first time under Tony Levine, who replaced Kevin Sumlin after he left for Texas A&M. Here comes Keenum to Patrick Edwards, 39 yards, and then later in that drive, Again on 3rd and long, Keenum going back to Edwards. Cougars up 7-0. They went 76 yards in 1:52. So Summerlin's gone, but the offense still the same. Later in the first quarter, Cougars up 10-0. Keenum to Edwards again. He'll get down inside the 10. And then on the next play, Keenum hitting Justin Johnson. This time, Houston goes 50 yards in 1:09 to go up 17-0. And after the touchdown, Penn State's Devon still not happy with the defense. They allowed 227 passing yards in the first quarter. They've been giving up just 162 passing yards per game. But Keenum and Edwards were doing their thing, up 24-7 at the half after they go 84 yards in 24 seconds for a touchdown there. So here's the offense in the first half. 380 passing yards for Keenum. Edwards, 200 receiving yards. And they had 3 scoring drives. All of them took less than 2 minutes. How are you going to stop that? Less than 4 minutes left in the game. Penn State down 30-14. Rob Bolden picked off by Phillip Stewart at the 50. And Jay Paterno trying to console his quarterback. Keenum, 532 passing yards and 3 touchdowns as Houston beats Penn State 30-14.
No, I don't know who it's going to be. You know, Dr. Joyner, I said this before, Dr. Joyner's committee are going to make that decision. I don't have a date when it's going to be. He hasn't, set a time frame exactly when it's going to happen.
Penn State's always home, always will be. So, I'd love to coach more, but, whatever God has in the plans is what I got to do.
Your dad is at home watching. You told us the season is now over. What would you like to say to him, to Joe?
I love the guy, and I'm looking forward to everybody knowing, what I know about him and what I know about his character, and that has never wavered, that he has always done what was right.
Tom Bradley in the mix to possibly become Penn State's next head coach on a permanent basis. Hey, more BCS games coming up after the Sugar Bowl. It's West Virginia and Clemson in the Discover Orange Bowl. Kickoff 8.
They call this the Battle of the Brazos, Texas' longest river. It flows by both schools, and they're like 90 miles apart. The rivalry began in 1989. All right, now, Brazos, translated in English stands, means arm, and of course that's the part of the body between the shoulder and hands, and Quincy Acey has 2 of them.
Really? Is that where it is?
And he was using them. He says he's a palm reader. Chris Middleton, Dash Harris, get out. David Lubeau, you go. Your shot goes where there. He had 3 of Baylor's 8 blocks. The captain did. Then Quincy Miller to A.J. Walton. I actually watched the Rose Bowl with Bill Walton. No relation. Baylor 61-52. They're 14-0. 14-0. They went 14 straight for the first time in school history. Also unbeaten are top-ranked Syracuse, Missouri, and the Racers of Murray State. Missouri hosts Oklahoma Tuesday, 8 Eastern on ESPN 3. Hockey, Flyers hosting the Rangers. It's the 5th Winter Classic. It's on the Phillies baseball field. Almost 47,000 were in attendance.
Wow.
It was cold, but it was cool. This one described as having a Stanley Cup hype. The rink stretch from first base to third base. You see the fellas coming out of the dugout. Rangers goalie Henrik Lundqvist, he goes with the eye black. I mean, hey, listen, I'm in the mood. Second period, Flyers 1-0, 2-on-1 break. Max Talbot, Claude Giroux. Giroux moves to the backhand for the goal, his 18th. Flyers up 2-0, home crowd loving it. Third period, it's 2-1. Brandon Proust drops it to Mike Rupp. Rupp ties it up, 3rd of the season. And then less than 3 minutes later, Brandon Dubinsky reaches out, taps it across Brad Richards' goal. Peter Laviolette called, hey, we need a timeout. What are we doing here? Under 30 seconds to play, 3-2. Empty net, Lundqvist saves the initial shot. Puck loose, Lundqvist covers it up. Take another look from the goal cam. Lundqvist makes the leg save. Loose puck near the goal, covered up. Ryan McDonough. McDonough called for covering the puck in the crease. Penalty shot to the Flyers. Daniel Briere going to take it. I was just trying to do my thing. He's a sneaky guy, and there was a lot of pressure. That was Lundqvist saying that afterwards. He closes up. The Rangers win 3-2. Afterwards, John Tortorella, his club got the win. But he wasn't really feeling like celebrating.
Time in BCS bowl games, and Tuesday night, Big Blue, hoping to get the oldest conference in the nation one step closer to that elusive 500 mark. All-State Sugar Bowl, let's get down to business. Michigan taking on Vatech at the Mercedes-Benz Louisiana Superdome. First BCS appearance by Michigan since the 07 Rose Bowl. Under a minute to go, Denard Robinson scrambling, looking, finding Junior Hemingway. He would do the rest right there. 45-yard house call. Let's look again. Great job to keep this play alive by Shoelace, and a great catch by Hemingway. Just like that, 7-6 Wolverines. Desmond Howard grinning from ear to ear. Third quarter now. Let's feast our eyes. 10-6 Michigan. Robinson, he says if it worked once, why not twice? Hits Hemingway again right in the numbers, this time in the back of the paint for the touchdown. Let's look once more. Hemingway. Great presence of mind to stay down right there, and just like that, it's 17-6 Michigan. Let's fast forward to the fourth quarter. Hokies down 17-9. Logan Thomas, quarterback sneak from the 1. That'll get the job done. Vatech would also go for 2, and it would succeed. That would knock things at 17 each. So 6 minutes to go in this one. Same score. Robinson feeling the pressure, runs up the gut, breaks a few tackles, and that would go in the books as an 11-yard run. That would move the chains. Michigan, they would hit a field goal later. That would put them up 20-17. Ensuing drive. Thomas to Danny Cole. 30-yard gain. First down Hokies in Michigan territory. Now later on in the drive, Justin Meyer, he would line up for a 25-yard kick. Thomas says, oh, goodness, I can't bear to watch. But Meyer says, why not? You know my feet are strong. 25 yards away, making it happen. Game tied at 20. Thomas turns around, and we're headed to overtime. In free football, first possession. Vatech ball. Thomas to Cole. I love his last name, and it looks to be a touchdown. Great diving catch right there, but hold your horses. Just a second. Let's take another look. Cole does not have complete possession of the rock before landing out of bounds. The officials would overturn the call. Incomplete pass, no touchdown. So next play. Meyer from 37 yards away misses. Cole on the sideline beside himself. Robinson and Michigan, they would take over. So first Big Blue possession of overtime. Brendan Gibbons. He has many leather-bound books, and his apartment smells of rich mahogany. From 37 yards out, count it. Robinson feeling good right there, and rightfully so. Michigan, they win in a stunner, 23-20 in overtime in the Sugar Bowl. So in their first BCS bowl game since the 06 season, Michigan, they win in overtime for the first BCS bowl win since the 2000 Orange Bowl. Virginia 15th ranked Clemson Tigers, they're closely acquainted with success. However, with their last 12-win season coming all the way back in 1981, Dabo Swinney and company, well, they were looking to bring the orange and purple back to prominence. Here we go. The Mountaineers getting themselves ready. That's how they get it done. Explosion. The Tigers, well, they're a team as one. Second quarter, West Virginia down 17-14. Geno Smith to Tavon Austin. Tiptoes the sideline, 27 yards to pay dirt. Mountaineers, they take a 21-17 lead, and it's still close. Ensuing Clemson drive, first and goal. Andre Ellington. Fumble! It's recovered by Darwin Cook. Cook, he had plans to chef up a 99-yard touchdown on the scoop and score. And after the TD, he tackles the Orange Bowl mascot over the orange. You got to keep your head on a swivel in a vicious fight like this. He was shaken up a little bit. He says, I got to take a breather. I got to head towards a trash receptacle. Stay away from that. It's very acidic. West Virginia on top 28-17. Now later in the second, Clemson down 15. Taj Boyd's pass. Complete to Pat Miller. One problem. He's a Mountaineer. West Virginia, they get the ball in Clemson territory. That's first down. Ensuing Mountaineer possession. Smith and Austin, well, they're on the same page once more. Austin takes the pitch, head to the paint. That's known in football circles as a touchdown. West Virginia up 42-20. Now 10 seconds to go in the half. Same score. Sean Alston doing his thing, running it in for the touchdown. West Virginia feeling good about the 49-20 score. Later in the third, WVU up 56-20. Smith to Austin over the middle. Austin says, don't mind if I do. 37 yards for his fourth score of the night. He'll remember this day very well. West Virginia feeling good at 63-20. Fourth quarter now. Geno Smith to Willie Millhouse. It's not Bart Simpson's best friend, but this young man right here goes 7 yards for the score. West Virginia, they take the W, 70-26, setting an NCAA bowl record with 70 points. Dana Holgerson, Well, he got a shower of thirst quencher. So West Virginia, they break Baylor's week-old record for the most points in a bowl game. The two teams combined for a record 103 points in a BCS bowl game, and the bowl scoring record broken not once but twice this season. West Virginia had 49 points at the break, and